morning, everybody. Wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is, it's morning for me. And that's when I'm doing this video. So if it's morning for you, good morning. If it's afternoon, good afternoon. If it's evening, good evening. We got a lot to cover today in this video. A lot of things happened last night, and I want to cover it all. So, what's going on? Well, what we've got here, ladies and gentlemen, is someone in Kuwait who's not happy. As a matter of fact, she's very unhappy and she's very angry and she's very bored and she's very irritated that her rent a husband is getting more and more expensive. So instead of correcting the situation, she's going to take out all of her aggravation and rage on all of us. Also, Foodie Beauty is someone that she doesn't have a whole lot of stuff going on in her life right now. She sits in a house all day. She doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't do anything. And what does she have to tell us? Basically, everything from the past, because there's nothing in the present worth mentioning, which also leads to aggravation. Her channel is in trouble. The views are on the decline. People are getting bored. They're watching the reaction channels more. And she's angry about that too. And you know what? I love that the most for her. I really do. I love the fact that she's aggravated. I love the fact that she's angry. And I really love the fact that all of her aggravation and her anger is her fault. The situation that she's in, she asked for it, she wanted it, she paid for it. So we are not to blame at all for any suffering that she's going through because every ounce of it was something of her own design. Because every person in this world, you are the architect of your own life, always. Every aspect of your world that is around you right now, you wanted it, you asked for it, you created it, and therefore it's there. So the unhappy world that Foodie Beauty has created for herself, she designed it all from the ground up. And now she's in a situation of, I designed it, I'm here. Now what do I do? Well, that's up to you, Foodie. That's completely up to you. If you're unhappy with how you are, you have no one else to blame but yourself. But all that self-loathing and self-hate you've got going on, not our problem. Really, not our problem. But Foodie did a whole lot of raging yesterday. A whole lot. And what is she raging about now? Well, same old crap. Same old crap that we've heard 100 times before. And we'll probably hear 100 times again because, as I mentioned, Foodie has nothing new going on in her world. She always falls back on things that made her angry or things from her past because there's, like I said, there's nothing going on in the present. She can't tell us anything new, and that's what people want from her. They want something new. They're tired of talking about the same old subjects, especially subjects that are triggering. Foodie just can't seem to stay away from triggering subjects. Always got to bring those up. And if you want to know why, it's because Foodie has always, in the past, made the most money picking things that are shocking and dramatic and cause controversy. She always picks those things because in the past, she made a lot of money in hate super chats. Where those of us who are content creators, when we do our live chats, people give the super chats and super stickers because they like what we're doing. They like what we're saying. We're entertaining them in a positive way. Foodie goes the opposite way. She wants to make people so mad that they send her the hate super chats because they want to scream in her face, but they can't. So she always picks those things that get people the most triggered and most angry. Well, guess what, Foodie? You trying to use hate and controversy and drama to make money, it ain't working no more, is it? You want to know why? Because the subjects that you're trying to trigger people with, they've been overplayed. They're overtalked. And everybody knows what you're trying to do. You're a grifter and a scammer. Guaranteed, you're trying to do this to try to grift and scam people, and people can see right through it. And yet you won't switch up the game and do something else. We see what you're doing. We see right through you. We're not falling for it. Because she's talking about BBJ again, y'all. Yes, she is. Strange how when she had BBJ, she didn't care about her. Not at all. No. To the point where she did not give her the medical care that she needed. Yet all of a sudden in Kuwait, she cares about her. I worry for her, she says. Yeah, okay. Go with that, Foodie. We know the truth. You don't care about BBJ. You didn't care about Sam. You only care to make money off of them, even from far away. Try to rope them into what's going on with you, trying to make money off of them. Well, guess what? It's not going to happen. You're not going to trigger people to the point where they flood your live chats when you do them and send you tons of money. We're not going down that road again. No. But I wanted to get into all the stuff and give my thoughts. I will say this. Foodie put up a 10-minute video where she had a certain clip on loop. She's been on a tear trying to say that FFG has BBJ, just trying to prove it, which is pathetic, Foodie. Absolutely pathetic. Whether FFG has her personally or her family, the point is BBJ is in a better place away from you. Anything that has a heartbeat, you suck the life out of. Any man, any animal, they're not better for knowing you. And they get better once they leave you. So whether FFG has BBJ, which I don't feel she does have her, I feel the brother-in-law has BBJ, or if the brother-in-law has BBJ, the point is she's better. She's healthier. She's doing well. She's got medical care that's documented. There's documentation out there. Speaking of the documentation, interesting thing that I saw this morning. So Foodie posted the video saying, I don't know where BBJ is, and she has BBJ. Frenchie just posted a video where all the documentation of BBJ's neglect has now been filed with the courts. It's with the court system now, Foodie. What do you got to say about that? Nothing? No? Should have left it alone, Foodie. You effed around and found out. Yeah, I wouldn't be pursuing this any further if I were you. Well played, Frenchie. Well played, ma'am. So, let's get into all this stuff. Because I got my thoughts. What are we going to start with first? Let's start with the community posts. I'm not going to just read them all and give my comments here, but I want to show them to you. Foodie is just say the same things over and over that she said before. Let's see. Let's start from the bottom one. So she showed the receipts of her talking to Amy Flowers. Again, she's done this before. What's the point, Foodie? What point are you trying to make? What's the point here? We've already seen this video of the receipt conversations. Big deal. So what? You're trying so hard to have a gotcha moment, and the only one being got is you. This is pathetic. BBJ has the things now that you don't even have. She's in a clean home. She's healthy. She's being well cared for. Meanwhile, you're in Kuwait, unhealthy, sick, angry, full of rage, bored. BBJ has all the things you don't have and will probably never have because you don't want to take care of yourself. You just keep choking on your pride. Your pride matters more to you than everything else in this world. What's that old saying? Pride goeth before a fall. Your pride is getting in your way. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You just don't want to admit to everybody that you going to Kuwait to pursue a man that does not love you was stupid. And being over there all this time was stupid. And spending the money you spent on Salah to try to make him love you was also stupid. You just don't have it in you to stand still and be truthful with yourself and say I was an idiot. You just don't want to admit that you were wrong and all of this was just a bunch of stupidity. And then go back home to Canada and get your life together. No, you want to continue on with the fairy tale that's costing you a lot of money. Money you don't have anymore. You want to keep spending money on Salah, buying him expensive toys, making yourself broke that way, trying to buy a man that can't be bought. Well, he can. He can be rented, but he can't be completely bought. You're renting him. Well, anything rented, you can't keep. You're trying real hard though, Foodie. You're trying to buy Salah. You bought him the iPhone. You bought him the laptop. You got him a car. And I've also heard around the way they're going to get him a gaming system. So what? That's another few $1,000s. You're trying real hard to buy his love. Still ain't working. He doesn't like you. He doesn't love you. He never will. He's a 29, 30-year-old man. He's active. You're an almost 40-year-old woman. You are not active. He's not going to be happy just sitting at home watching videos all night with you. He wants to go out and do things. Got a whole different lifestyle than you. Yet you refuse to see the truth. You want to live in your fantasy world. Well, how long can you live in it? You're going broke living in it, but I love that the most for you. I really do. So yeah, we got the conversation receipts. Uh, Nobody cares. Literally, nobody cares about these conversation receipts. It doesn't matter. If you were a good pet owner, you should have done your due diligence and checked out the people who are getting your pets. Find out all you could, did some home visits, made sure everything was okay. But no, you weren't in a hurry to give your pets away so you can get back over to Kuwait to be with Salah because you are an insecure, jealous woman. You didn't want him being alone without you for too long. You were in a hurry to leave Canada because of all your financial problems. You were running to Kuwait to escape all the problems that you created for yourself in Canada. So you didn't care where those pets were going, did you? And that's how French Fry Girl and her family got BBJ, because you did not do your due diligence. So don't sit there and say that you were a good pet owner. And let's be honest, Foodie. It's not the fact that French Fry Girl and her family have BBJ that bothers you so much. What's bothering you, what's making you angry is the fact that you are an evil person. You neglected your pet for 1 to 2 years. That's in the paperwork, which is now filed with the courts. And all of that neglect got exposed. That's what bothers you. It's not the pet that you neglected that you worry about that bothers you. It's the fact that it got exposed. Narcissists hate when their lies get exposed, and yours got completely exposed. And whether you want to admit it or not out loud, that hurt you and your channel. But worse than that, it hurt your pride. You just can't get over this thing. You can't leave it alone. And that's why you keep harping on about it. Okay, another post saying, Chinyan, so what? She streams from her brother's where the cat is supposedly living. Nope, her tweets are from that stream, show otherwise, but that's another lie. The brain dead zombies will eat up with a side of cigarette butts. Not you telling people, oh, they'll eat it up with a side of cigarette butts, and you're over there with the shisha, and that's equal to 100 cigarettes, Foodie. Like, again, her trying to do this gotcha moment on FFG. And Foodie, you would suck as a reactor. Oh my god. You're grasping at straws, trying to have gotcha moments. How sad is this? So sad. Oh, here we go. Another one. I'm sure oversights on nail cutting happen, especially being out of the effing country. Here she is downplaying what was going on with BBJ. Trying to say, oh, it's just her nails were a little bit long. And I think everybody on this channel, you've seen the paperwork that FFG did provide. She posted it of everything that was wrong with BBJ. A veterinarian checked her out, tip to tail, kidney issues, UTI so bad that she was peeing blood. Five or six nails, I believe it was, embedded into her foot pads. And that's not the first time that's happened. Dirty ears. Matt so bad that the veterinarian thought that BBJ had tumors. Matt so awful that the vets can't even take them all off at once. They have to go little by little because BBJ is old and they cannot just put her to sleep and take them off that way. They're still dealing with that. 3 months later, still dealing with that. So Foodie Town trying to downplay severe neglect. Poor BBJ had a laundry list of things wrong with her. And I'm so happy that she's getting the medical care that she needs because she definitely needed it. And this is a joke. This is Salah did a gaming stream. He's not a real gamer. He's a joke. In the gamer world, they would call him a filthy casual. He's over there getting new laptops and gaming systems, but he's not even a serious gamer. This is what you're spending your money on, Foodie. Sad. Very, very sad. But I want to show you guys the video that Foodie posted about FFG. Like her trying to have another gotcha moment. Look at the title of that thing. I mean, you took up all the characters, didn't you? FFG lying about BBJ for 10 minutes straight, exploiting a 21-year-old cat for views and money. And you know what? This video could have been like 2 minutes long. She stretched it out to 11 minutes, 11 seconds. She played the same clip over and over again. And I love it the most that FFG posted a video today doing the same thing, only playing the clip where she talked about Foodie was saying that BBJ would be in a cardboard box. But I got my thoughts to the beginning part of this video, so I'm playing it. FFG claims BBJ was rehomed to her sister-in-law. In the following Twitter clip, you can hear BBJ meowing for attention. Proof she lied. How do you know she's being taken care of without proof? FFG says she doesn't like cats. Proof people only fake cared about BBJ is false. Outrage. Very sick. I will deal with this in Canada. Well, FFG has said that she's more of a dog person. She's not so much of a cat person. What's wrong with that? Some people are just like that. But that makes what she did more admirable. She doesn't like cats, but she's a caring person of animals, and the rescue needed to happen, so she made it happen. Okay? You don't have to particularly favor an animal to have a heart and say, I'm going to help them. I will deal with this in Canada. Oh, really? You'll deal with it in Canada, Foodie. How you gonna do that? Are you finally gonna get back to Canada? You won't deal with it in Canada. No, you won't. I have a suspicion that the reason why you're on these diets and trying to lose weight is because you can't fly. You'd be a high risk. That's why all the water fasting was about and eating the diet food. Maybe you're not allowed to fly because at your size and maybe with all your health problems, you might be too high of a risk. Something medical might happen in the air. And you think you're going to do something to Frenchie when you get back? Good luck with that. You got the money to fight her in court? I don't think you do. And I don't think it would end up the way you think it will. You might be walking out of that courtroom in handcuffs because of the animal neglect, because that is a crime. But let's play the clip. Oh, there's no sound. I will no longer address this psycho. How many times have we heard that from Foodie? Yo, how many times do we keep hearing the same statement from Foodie about Frenchie? I will no longer address her. Yet she keeps addressing her. She keeps talking about her. See, that's another thing that I find weird about you, Foodie. You're a weirdo. You keep addressing Frenchie. And you keep talking about BBJ. And I would think as a person that if the whole animal neglect thing has hurt you in your channel, I'd want to stay away from that subject. But yet you keep bringing it up. I'm sure a lot of your viewers were turned off by everything that was revealed about you and BBJ. You keep bringing it up. You keep talking about it. We're all trying to move on and find other things to talk about. You keep bringing it up. Why? Because you got nothing else to talk about. Because you know that the rages are what make you the most money, and yet you're in Kuwait, you can't properly rage. Salah isn't letting you. So you just talk about the same old stuff over and over and over again, and it's boring. It is absolutely boring. And I think it's bullshit that you always pick the triggering topics, the things that would trigger people. A lot of people are triggered by animal neglect because a lot of people are animal lovers. They have pets. This is something that makes people's blood pressure go through the roof. You're always picking the triggering topics, the shocking, the drama. And on your channel, you are guilty of hate farming. You want to get people angry so they come on your channel and give you a view and give you a super chat. And anybody out there who might be mad at Foodie for the talking about BBJ, what she did to BBJ, or anything else, understand that this is part of her manipulation. She's trying to manipulate people through their rage to get a financial result. Don't fall for it. She's broke or she's close to broke. She's got to keep buying Salah all kinds of expensive toys to keep him happy, to keep him there with her. So she's looking for something that could bring in the most money. And the thing she's always counted on is rage, anger, making people mad versus making them happy. I will no longer address this as this psycho just wants my attention. I think it's the reverse. I think you're trying to get her attention. You want her to talk about you. You won't quit talking about her and just move it along. Do other things, Foodie. Do other things. Oh, that's right. You can't. Also, quit talking about what I put in my mouth when you literally have 12 chins. No, she doesn't. What else we got here? This video was lazy, Foodie. No creativity,
Oh,
Foodie.
fuck it, I'm doing it. I don't care. I don't care.
So she played that clip over and over and over and over again, all the way through. So we had like 30 seconds, 40 seconds of like some text, which is super simple to put together. And then this one clip over and over and over and over again. Let's go to the comments. Lemon Grabolade says, Chantal, why do you do this? Every time you make a jab at FFG, you're just giving her more content to address and even more super chats. Correct. Make it make sense. She hates FFG. She pocket watches her. I'm sure she hates the fact that she makes 10 times more money. And the thing about hate, y'all, is if you hate someone or something, you don't give it any of your attention. Yet Foodie keeps constantly giving FFG her attention, helping her to make more money. Not that she needs any help, but still. And worse, bringing up a subject that hurts her. Because any VIB that's new, that's coming in, that doesn't know about this, by her bringing it up, they're going to find out. So it's like she's doing stupid move after stupid move. It makes no sense. So her trying to take a jab at FFG, not working. JB says, this is the 56,342th last time I addressed this, right? Oh my God. Oh, really? See, this is what I taught. These VIPs, some of them, they're brainwashed by Foodie. Proof is right here. This person, Joey Jeremiah, says, I've been going through my own grief for my dear dog that passed since all this started. Well, Joey, I am so sorry you lost your pet. That's always a very painful thing. All this animal stuff and BBJ kidnapping breaks my heart. See, this part, you're wrong. You're wrong, Joey. BBJ was not kidnapped. There are videos out there of Chantal giving the cat away. She did an entire video showing Pete handing off BBJ to now, as we know, French Fry Girl's brother in law. So there was no kidnapping, there was no crime here. Both her pets were willingly given to other people. There's proof out there. And Chantal did not shed a tear when she gave up her pets. As a matter of fact, she was elated. She was so happy to give up her pets. She celebrated. She gave up Sam and she had a pizza party that night. She wanted to give up everything, go run over to Kuwait and be with Salah. That's exactly what she did. So there's no kidnapping, there's no crime. French Fry Girl did not break into Chantal's home and take BBJ. She was willingly surrendered. So I just want to correct you on that. Michelle French says, you must have BBJ's vet records, right? You can usually access those online, or your vet could email them to you. That would prove you took care of her before you left. Previous nail trims and vaccinations and treatment for her UTIs, etc., should be easy to prove, right? The reason why she's not shown anything is because there is nothing. She hasn't taken her cats to the vet in the longest. There's nothing to show. That's why she's showing nothing. See, a lot of these people that they're new VIBs, I'm sure. Some of them, they don't know the backstory. They don't know the history. They're coming into the whole situation late and they're just believing Chantal. Trust me. For those of you that are VIBs that might be coming over here, listen, you don't have to like me. You don't have to like my content. But what I urge you to do, if you're curious, if you want the whole story, you want the complete story, find an archive channel, anyone you like. There's lots of them out there. Find a clip channel, find a reaction channel. They have the clips. Watch the clips. You'll see for yourself. Chantal's a person that she dirty deletes a lot of her stuff. So you're not going to find those clips on her channel. All the worst stuff she's gotten rid of. But the archive channels, the clip channels, they have it all. See, Chantal likes to dirty delete things so that she doesn't get in trouble with YouTube. She's been playing that game for years. But if you want the truth is out there. It's just not going to be with Chantal. She's always going to slant things in her direction to make herself look good. Okay, where else are we going? Let me see. Let's go over to Twitter. There's some interesting stuff on Twitter. Very interesting stuff on Twitter. All right, so there's my Twitter. For anyone who wants to join me on Twitter, it's Wow Girl Sarah. Okay, how about a little palate cleanser from Boot and Vegan? Mother swans will often carry their babies on their back. As you can see, baby's got the swan Uber situation happening here. Just chilling, hanging with mom. What a beautiful picture of mom taking care of baby. Andy says Foodie Beauty is desperate for views. That's why she's bringing up French Fry Girl and BBJ again and raging because she knows that is what people want. Oh well, stay mad, baby. BBJ is safe from Foodie Beauty. That's all that counts. And I say ignore the rage. You know, like the video I'm going to review, the food video, it's not even a real rage. It's just her pretending to be angry. That's all it is. She needs something to talk about. She's got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hidden Truth says caring entails a lot more than giving them fresh food and water when you feel like it. BBJ was a major inconvenience to her life. The moment she was gone, she went live, and no one has seen Chantal that happy on live without being high. Yeah, she was happy both times she gave away her pets. She wasn't crying, she wasn't sad, she wasn't sorrowful. She was happy when both her pets were gone because that meant she could be free to go to Kuwait to be with Salah. Imagine that. Imagine being so stupid that you give up real love, unconditional love from your pets to fly thousands of miles to go to Kuwait for fake love. Giving up the real thing for the phony. Well, only Chantal would do that. Hidden Truths. This is a clip from the video. Let's watch.
To take someone to civil small claims court.
Foodie, just stop right there. You don't have the money to fight French Fry Girl. Okay, you just don't. It's so stupid. Every so often you claim you're going to do something that we know you're not going to do. You claim, I'm going to go to Canada and get Sam back, or I'm going to have Sam flown to Kuwait. Now you're talking about, I'm going to file something in small claims court against Frenchie. Good luck with that, girl. Good luck. You want to waste that little bit of money you got left doing something that will not get the result you're looking for? Please, by all means, make yourself broke. You're trying to act like a badass. I'm going to go after Frenchie. Yeah, not going to happen. Or if it does, you're not going to win here. Sometimes the smartest thing in life is to just stand still and admit, I've lost. I've not won here. I'm not going to win here. So I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. You just can't seem to do that. Your pride is so in your way. Okay, anybody that's a VIB, lean in, pay attention. You might be interested in this. This is a clip from Cancer Warrior. This is from one of Chantal's own live streams. See, Chantal, many times she made morbid jokes about putting BBJ down. This is one of those clips, so thank you for posting it, Cancer Warrior. Chantal, this you? You have the audacity to talk about that precious cat like this, looking about like where they would put her deceased body once you unalived her, but now you're outraged. She's a French Fry Girl vicinity and alive and well. Go outside and echo, locate your family. So watch this clip, VIBs. This is Chantal. This is her own words and her own voice. Listen.
BBJ, you're not going in the suitcase. You're going in a cardboard box. Cardboard box? It's probably a bag, Zeta. I think pets get buried in bags. Deal with it. Death is a thing. BBJ, you're not going in the suitcase. You're going in a cardboard box. Cardboard box? It's probably a bag, Zeta. I think pets get buried in bags.
And I love the fact that Frenchie did a short video today and she repeated this clip over and over and over again in reply to the video that Foodie posted where she repeated a stupid clip over and over again. This is the person you guys are supporting over there. This is how she talked about her own pets. She had BBJ for over 10 years and Sam, and this is how she talks about her pets. See, anybody over there believing in the sweet Chantal? Oh, she's so nice. Is she? Or is she being nice because she's broke? See, a friend in need is a friend indeed. They'll be sweet as pie to you as long as they need something. And trust me, she needs something. She needs money to keep her rent-a-husband happy. Without that money, he's going to split. But this was the Chantal before she left to go to Kuwait, talking about her cat this way. And trust me, this is not the worst of it. This is just a small piece. Hidden Truth says Foodie Beauty, BBJ was living in squalor, which she forced herself to live in. You starved her because there was no food. A viewer had to buy food for her. Then you lied, saying Pete couldn't find it. Poop everywhere in the house. BBJ ate off the floor because you threw her food there. All of that is true. Every single bit of it. And again, there are archive channels, there are reaction channels, there are clip channels with that footage. All of it. All the stuff that she dirty deleted off her channel. We have it. The internet is forever, Chantal. You can't get rid of things once they're posted. I'm sure you'd love to. I'm sure you'd love to rewrite history, but you ain't got that big of a pencil. Understand? But let's watch the clip.
Few minutes, and Salah made me laugh so hard before he left the room. Okay. Yes. So she basically stole my poor elderly cat because she wants to.
Okay, the language that she's using, the terminology, she stole my cat, implying that there was a crime, that somebody had done wrong. We are all adults here. We are all sensible people and we have sensibility. So let's use some sense and logic for the situation. If French Fry Girl had stolen BBJ, that would be a crime. A crime is reportable, is it not? If she loved her cat and the cat had been truly stolen, she could have gone to the police. But obviously, there was no crime, there was no arrest. So she's lying right here, isn't she? Because we know Chantal. Chantal has always told about the fact I'm an Aries, being wrathful, being vengeful. Again, let's apply some logic. If somebody stole your cat, and especially if it was somebody you did not like, wouldn't you go to the cops right away? Wouldn't you report them? Of course you would. You want to get your pet back from the person you hate the most. Nothing was ever done. There was no police report, no arrest. That means French Fry Girl did not steal her. She was willingly surrendered because Chantal wanted to run over to Kuwait as quickly as she could.
To look like a hero, okay, to everybody. All right, so let's start. Bismillah. She wants to look like a hero. I'm gonna try this.
Well, in my mind, she is a hero because BBJ was suffering for so long. She was so incredibly sick. What happened was a straight up rescue. Straight up, she rescued BBJ. And if she had stayed with you much longer, who knows what would have happened.
I hate when people say, you rehomed her, it's none of your business now. Yeah, it is. Because I would have never rehomed her to this liar.
Yeah, we knew what you were going to do. You kept telling us over and over again what you planned to do with BBJ. You were going to have her euthanized. You kept saying it over and over again. I'm going to have her euthanized. We know what your plans were. You weren't considering the option of anything that meant that she could stay alive and get healthy. We know what you were going to do, beast.
And there's why. There's no proof that BBJ's okay.
Bullshit. There's plenty of proof. There's plenty of proof. There have been pictures showing her and she looks so much healthier. There's documentation of her being taken to the vet and being treated for all of her ailments. There's plenty of proof. You've been yelling and screaming proof of life for BBJ. But when you had her, were you concerned for her life? Were you concerned for the quality of her life? No, you weren't. You weren't providing medical care. You weren't providing a clean home. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So isn't it strange that when you had her, you didn't care? But now that somebody else has her, now you do care.
No video evidence of anything. Few minutes and Salah made me laugh so hard.
You have the same love for BBJ that Salah has for you. Fake and phony.
Before he left the room. Okay. Yes. Um.
And I believe on my timeline, I found a clip from someone showing the pictures of how that villa looked. And I'm going to find them here in a second. Oh, I guess she's talking about FFG going to the fashion show. Oh, Lord. See, rehashing old stuff, y'all. This is all she's got left. Talking about old things. It's nothing new. She's in Kuwait. She's not in Canada. If she got herself together and got healthy, she could go out, maybe do things and show us places. But she's gotten herself so big and so sick, she can't do anything except sit in her own version of a human hamster cage. And she's got to make content. She's got to have stuff to talk about. So let's talk about the old stuff because that's all she has. This rage, this is just misdirected anger. She's mad at herself for being so stupid, for being a 39-year-old woman running to Kuwait, trying to buy a man's love. She's tried that once already with Nader. It didn't work. She thought it would work with Salah. It hasn't worked yet. So all this rage she's putting out, she's really mad at herself for being an idiot, a complete idiot. Two-Tailed Caperer says this comment was deleted by Foodie Beauty on her latest community post, but it's still showing in the preview panel. I don't know who wrote it, but I wholeheartedly agree. The comment says, just saying, it was more entertaining you were hooked on Nader, not FFG. You know, that whole Nader arc was a lot. It was so horrible. It was. They're both bad. All right. Here's an interesting point from Lean Cuisine Enthusiast. Salah most likely doesn't know all of her issues, and if he took her to the hospital, he would be the one translating, and then he would be in the know. She would rather unalive than have him think she's anything but a dainty flower. Maddie Muskie says, could she have hidden things about her health from Salah and is scared they may come up in a doctor's hospital appointment? He would need to translate for her in an appointment. I have wondered if she has lied about her hysterectomy and just said it's the hater lies. Well, going beyond the hysterectomy, going beyond that, I feel, my opinion, that Foodie has downplayed her issue with food a lot with Salah. You know, she's a liar. Chantal lies, but Chantal also tells on herself. But I feel that Salah, he's in the dark about the fact that she's got an addiction to food. I'm sure she's told him, oh, I just eat for YouTube. It's my content. It's how I make money. So he rolled with that, not knowing it was far worse than what he could possibly imagine. He has no idea that this is a serious problem and she needs inpatient treatment for it. But this person brings up a very interesting, real point. If she ever had to go to the doctor to get a checkup or she had to go to the hospital, Salah would have to translate, and all the health problems that maybe she's hiding from him would be exposed. So is that why you won't go to the doctor, Chantal, and get a checkup, get treated? Because then Salah would know exactly what's wrong with you, and you are so terrified of him finding out just how in bad health you are. Okay, Buck, thank you so much for posting these. And again, any VIB, you wanted proof that she's a horrible person, she's been horrible to her pets, Exhibit A. Pictures don't lie. Chantal lies, but pictures don't lie. So let's look at the pictures. Okay? These are screenshots from the villa that she lived in before she went to Kuwait. This was a condition of the house. Look, trash all over the floor. You want to know the pet's feeding area? Here we go. Cat food all over the floor. Trash everywhere. Smoking around her pets. This is the person you guys are supporting over there. This horrible, neglectful person, this uncaring person who claims that she loves pets so much, who got a cat in Kuwait, trying to rewrite history, trying to paint herself as a person who cares about animals. This is what she was doing to BBJ and Sam before she left. They say a picture says 1,000 words. Do you agree? And what is this picture saying to you right now if you're looking at it? Just something to think about. Oh, Hidden Truths. This is from like the newest vlog. So, friend, Foodie has a lot to say about, oh, she's exploiting BBJ for views. Well, here's Foodie continuously exploiting Julia for views, making her part of the content. Hypocrite. Let's watch the clip from Hidden Truths.
Trying to start this video now for like the past few minutes, and Salah made me laugh so hard before he left the room. Okay, yes. So she basically stole my poor elderly cat because she wants to look like a hero, okay, to everybody. All right, so let's start. Bismillah. She wants to look like a hero. I'm gonna try this.
You know what? I don't want to watch it. I'm going to react to it anyway. So, what else do we got here? Oh, these are the tags. Thank you, Kristen. These are the video tags for the video. Girl World and Girl World sucks. But I thought you wanted no part of Girl World, Chantal. I don't want to be part of that community. Please. You're tagging the Girl World, idiot. Failure to lunch says when you eat 5,000 calories a day, but think a glass of water is the issue. I love that. Well done. Oh, another one from Buck. The resemblance is uncanny. Look at that. Yeah, I can definitely see the resemblance. Book lady says cats are property. She literally gave the cat away. She can't sue. Exactly. And there's a she filmed a video showing herself giving BBJ away. That's the beautiful part. She posted a video showing herself, showing Pete's giving the cats to somebody else. There was no kidnapping, there was no she stole my cats. She literally filmed a video and posted a video giving the cats away. At that point when you do that, you got no leg to stand on. I like this. Narcissists are like, "Yeah, I hurt you, but now you hate me, so I am the true victim." Right. They always turn it around, or you're the problem. Let's see. Queen of WTF says, "How many times is this now that you will no longer talk about it?" And then you talk about it some more. Well, as long as she has nothing but the past to talk about, we're going to hear about the past. That's just how it is. She's going to talk about the past. Lean Cuisine Enthusiast says Chantal really said that if she can't get treatment for whatever it is wrong with her from a pharmacy, that she's not going to do it because she doesn't want people to see her. Well, I agree with that. I don't think she wants anyone to see her. But the interesting point that somebody brought up earlier about if she goes to a hospital or a doctor, that Salah would be the one translating and he would know exactly what's wrong with her. I think that applies also. So I think putting the two together is pretty accurate. So let's just stop everything on Twitter. And let's go over the actual video and cover that. Because I got my thoughts. So let's go from here.
Hi, welcome to another video. This might be a longer one, so get something to eat and get comfortable. I have another, you might hear my cat playing in the background with like one of these things. She likes them a lot, so I gave her like one to play with. Um, they're like bags and things crinkly that make noise. Don't you, sweet angel? Aw. It's diet food. So I don't think I'm gonna do a weigh-in or vlog today. I'm just not.
Oh, there we go. I don't think I'm going to do a weigh-in today, but you promised a weigh-in. Why aren't you doing a weigh-in? You don't want to show us the number. Trust me, if Chantal had lost weight, she'd be hopping on that scale in a hot minute, pointing the camera down at the number and giving us the bird and saying, screw you. See, I'm doing the doggone thing. But if she's not hopping on a scale, that means she hasn't lost any weight or she's gained.
Not feeling it. I know that I'm not doing the greatest. I had a lot of snacks last night.
Up there, another admission. See, I love this. I love it. I love the fact that Chantal lies, but then she tells on herself. Don't y'all love that too? Don't we love it here? I love it the most. I had a lot to eat last night. Translation, I overate. I ate stuff that I wasn't supposed to have. You can't lie to me, Chantal. You were a bad girl last night. See, that's why this diet stuff ain't working with her. Because she's eating this stuff in front of the camera, but what's happening off camera? She's got plenty of time and plenty of opportunity to eat stuff that she shouldn't be eating. And hey, Salah, here's a helpful tip. If you want her to lose weight, bro, stop bringing her that stuff. You can't have it in the house. That's rule number one. You got to have it away from her in order for it to work.
So I caved, and
She caved. Code word. She had a B moment. Again, she had one. Promise you she did.
Excuse me. Sweet angel. And I guess I do cut when I tell her to get down because sometimes
See, I've been known that she's had B moments. Because to go from a huge, ridiculous portions to small portions and she ain't raging, she's staying calm, she's having B moments. She's eating what she wants off camera. Dead giveaway.
it takes a long time, okay? So, anyways, I decided that if I'm not doing this, I'm not ready. So I'm going to look into more resources, really pick something. I think I'm going to pick, I'm still torn, but I think I'm going to pick the 3 meals and 2 snacks meal plan.
That looks like a lot of food. I mean, let's examine. We've got this over here, whatever this is in this bowl. And we got this sandwich. And what is this? We got chips, we got looks like dips or whatever this is. That's not a meal. That's like a meal with a huge snack.
And I picked a date. I'm going to like start everything on the 26th or like next week for sure.
What?
I need a bit more time, obviously. And, you know, but in the meantime, I've kind of gotten accustomed to eating these meals. I'm not in the mood to order like KFC or something gross. And,
You a lie. You a lie. You telling lies over there, Chantal. I'm not in the mood to order KFC. You lie. You would order KFC in a hot minute if Salah let you, or if Salah brought it to you, you would devour it. You love that fast food, and I'm sure you're hating the diet food. And I love that the most. I love it. I love the fact that you're hating this food. I love your misery. You put BBJ in misery. You deserve this misery.
Yeah. And Salah was like, even if you're, encouraging me, even if you're still snacking at night and you have, bad moments.
Oh, here we go. Like, I'm loving, you know what? I didn't think I'd like this video. I'm loving it already. I'm loving the fact she's telling on herself. Even if you have bad moments and you're snacking at night, Salah, do you understand what that means? Do you understand what she's saying when she's snacking at night? Snacking is B moments, bro. Because this woman does not know how to do anything in moderation. She doesn't know how to do like small portions of anything. Snacking for her means going ham. That's why you can't have stuff in the house. Whatever it is, especially a temptation food, she's going to eat it.
Still stick to the diet food. You know, it's going to be it's healthy for you, and don't fully give up. So
But you already have. You have given up. You haven't even started. I hate the fact you're calling this a journey because a journey implies you're going somewhere and you're going nowhere. So you're doing these videos where you're showing yourself eating this diet food, which clearly you don't like at all. We can see it on your face every time you eat. But then when the camera's turned off, you go ham with the food. And I'm sure you're lying to Salah and saying, yes, I'm eating healthy. I'm going to start to lose weight. But eventually, he's going to figure it out that you're lying, that you're eating more off camera when he can't see. And then once he figures it out, what are you going to do, Chantal? He's probably already at a point with you where he's sick of you, and that's why you have to keep buying him the expensive toys to keep him happy. Well, there's going to reach a point where you can't do that anymore, and what are you going to do then?
oh, my back. Anyway, sorry, it's kind of painful. So
Okay, I'm calling you on your nonsense right here, right now. Miss, I've got sciatica pain. Trust me, if you had that pain, you'd have pain shooting down your back. You'd be having spasms. That hurts. And we can see the spasms on your face. You're faking it. You're so faking it.
um but yeah, so that's that. So I'm going to get back when I'm really fully ready to restart. I will restart, don't worry. But I'm not going to sit here and eat junk food on my mukbangs. Don't worry about that either. It's going to
Okay, semantics, wordplay. I'm not going to sit here and eat junk food in my mukbangs. Remember what I told you guys before? It's all wordplay with Chantal. It's semantics. It's all in the fine print. So she's not going to eat the junk food on her mukbangs. She's going to save that off camera where we can't see. Also, for those who are interested to know, YouTube has new policies. They're cracking down on people doing the mukbangs, especially those that have eating problems. That's why maybe Chantal's changing up her content because of the new TOS. So she's trying to fool YouTube by doing a health journey. That's what she's calling it now, a health journey. This was something that she did way back in the day when they weren't going to monetize B moments on camera. You couldn't call your content a B moment. She found another word, bees. So the B moments became bees. Everything was beesing. That's how she got around the terms of service. Now she's doing it yet again because they changed their terms of service yet again. So she's still doing mukbangs, but she's calling it a health journey. So they'll still monetize her.
be this kind of food with my eat with me dinners. Okay, so I want to vent about some things. I put up a video. I have to stop talking about this because
Yeah, you really do. And you really should. Stop triggering people over this nonsense. You gave up your pet to someone. The pet is being taken care of. That's it. End of story. You have no ownership of her anymore, and you shouldn't be exploiting her anymore over this or trying to. Trying to trigger people to get mad at you and send you money. It ain't going to happen. So just stop it.
you know, it's just there's no point right now. But I guess I hope it brings a little bit of awareness to pointing out this person's lies. Okay.
That's the biggest liar on YouTube, but go ahead.
If you're lost about this, I know, maybe just skip this one. Oh, yeah. This is red beet, mutabal, and hummus with roasted bread, 310 calories. This is a chicken fajita sandwich and cream of chicken soup. So I'll put all the calories.
Okay, so let's look at the portions here. Let's look at it. So you got, looks like a little bit of chips. You got the dip in these little containers. Y'all look down here. There's a lot more chips in this container than there is up here. That's a double portion. We've got the chicken wrap and we got the soup. So did you order double portions of this, Foodie? Kind of looks like it.
Calories on the screen. So, and ice water. Yummy. This looks really good, actually. It's like seasoned chips with mutabal is like a beet dip.
Chantal, you could have just forego the chips and had the sandwich and the soup. You're not, you have to eat everything all together. You could have just saved this for later.
And hummus and the pita chips, wheat pita chips, chicken fajita. So I posted a video.
And if she's having B moments after filming this, what does this matter? Whatever this meal is, whatever the calories are, doesn't matter if after the camera's turned off, you're going ham with other food. No, it really doesn't.
Of what can I call this person?
Like these videos are all for show for Salah. They're trying to act like she's getting healthy when she really isn't.
I don't want to name her at all. I don't know. Liar. I get accused of lying a lot, but
because you do. We wouldn't accuse you of it if it weren't true. You lie. Chantal lies. Chantal tells on herself.
Not like this person reminds me of one of those pathological liars that just lie about the dumbest things. Like when I talk to her on the phone.
Anybody want to tell her? Chantal, you lie when you don't have to. You lie about stupid stuff. You love to lie. Like lying is second nature to you. It's as natural as breathing. You lie all the time. You just can't seem to tell the truth.
And she was trying to like, I'm just looking out for you, sister. She was like, said she had like a black belt in like martial arts. She's a weirdo.
What? Wait, what? So somebody working out and doing martial arts makes them a weirdo? What's wrong with doing martial arts? It's great physical activity. And Frenchie has done kickboxing in the past. What's wrong with that? What martial arts requires discipline, something that you don't have and something you desperately need. So there's nothing wrong with being physical. There's nothing wrong with any kind of martial arts, Muay Thai, kickboxing, being active, taking care of your body. Nothing weird about that.
I don't know how people don't see it or they just don't care, I guess. So she basically stole my poor elderly cat because she wants to look like a hero, okay, to everyone.
You stole nothing. You gave the cat away. So stop with that lie right now. Frenchie did not steal your cat. You gave the cat away willingly, knowingly, and eagerly. You did a video. You posted it on your channel. The clip channels have that. The archive channels have that. The reaction channels have that. I think I had that on my channel. You gave the cat away. You were all too eager to give her away. And you're only mad now because all the neglect that you're guilty of was exposed. So suck it up, Buttercup.
Everybody. All right, so let's start. Bismillah. She wants to look like a hero.
She is.
I'm going to try this. Good. A bit sweet because beets are sweet. Hey, baby girl. A hero from what? If you look at on my community post, I posted conversation receipts between me and who I thought I was rehoming my cat to. By the way, Many people have to rehome their pets. It was a hard
You know what's funny to me, y'all? What's funny is that this woman, she is so manipulative and she scams people constantly. Always lying to people, always scamming people. And she's angry because somebody outsmarted her. Again, that's her narcissistic pride. That she thought she was the smartest person in the room and she got outsmarted. She just can't wrap her head around that. Somebody outsmarted her and did not let her do what she wanted to do, and that was put BBJ down. Fate intervened and said, "Not today, Satan, not today, not this one."
decision for me. Especially for BBJ, because she's so elderly and needs special attention.
You know what, Chantal? Fuck off. Fuck off with this fake phony care that you have about BBJ now. There's documented proof that you neglected her for between 1 to 2 years. That long. She was walking around in absolute agony. 5 ingrown nails embedded in her foot pads, and that wasn't the first time it happened. Kidney issues. A UTI so bad that poor baby was peeing blood. Her fur was completely matted to the point where they're still not through dealing with it. They got to do it a little at a time. Walking around with arthritis. She was in agony from tip to tail. Now you're here saying, "Oh, she's an elderly cat and she needs care." Yeah, she did. People even paid you to take her to the vet. Did you? No. Could care less. You were too busy running around to see Natter, getting high, feeding your face, acting ridiculous. Now you're concerned about her. Shut up.
Which, while I was in Kuwait, yes, I made the mistake of overlooking that. I was ignorant with her nails.
What about everything else that was wrong with her? And oh, let's not forget how Pete's got on live stream and said that the cat boxes, the litter boxes, hadn't been changed in 3 months. He's like, "Oh, they're too heavy. I can't change them." You want to know why Pete couldn't change the litter boxes? Because that big idiot over there, he was piling new litter on top of dirty litter to the point where the box got too heavy. He couldn't think his way around the problem and get it solved. No, he's just as lazy as Chantal, putting new litter, new litter on top of old litter. So those, both BBJ and Sam, had to deal with really nasty, dirty cat boxes. And that's why they were pooping and peeing on the carpet. Yeah, that happened too.
Because they looked fine to me on video chat the first time. I thought she would be okay.
And Pete outed you. He said you guys never talked on video chat. That never happened. So there's another lie you're telling.
Till I get home from Kuwait. And if I didn't rehome her the day before her vet appointment, which I made for her vet.
Oh, please. Please. You were dead set on doing the worst of things to BBJ. And the reason why French Fry Girl and her family told you, "No, we'll take care of it," because they knew the great possibility of what would happen if you took her to the vet. Are you trying to tell me, Chantal, that on the same day that you plan on giving away BBJ, you had a vet appointment planned to have her treated? Can anybody see Chantal going to the vet, spending hours at the vet, being around people that she doesn't know, sitting there in a room with BBJ while she's having her nails treated? I can't either. So on the same day that you're planning this long vet visit, you're going to be home and you're going to give her away the same day after all that? No, liar.
I would have taken her to the vet and she would have gotten the vet care. So she's a hero from what?
Yeah, but you didn't. Woman, you were home for 3 weeks before your trip. 3 weeks. You had 3 weeks to do something. You did nothing. You knew she was in pain. You knew things were bad. You did not treat her before you left. Then on the date, like right before you're supposed to leave, then you don't want to take her to the vet? Stop it.
Because yeah, she took her to the vet before I did. That's the only thing. This cat is 21 years old.
No, she's not. Another lie. Vet said she was 17, 18. Another lie. But let's just say for argument's sake, she was 21. So what? Cats can live a long time. I knew a cat that lived to be 25. So what? Even if BBJ lived for 1 day as a healthy cat, free of agony, free of pain, isn't that 1 day worth it? Considering all the crap she's been through with you? Yeah, I think so. See, you're weird, Chantal. You're saying to the world that if an animal is elderly, they're not worth treating. It's not worth it to take them to a vet and get them treated. It's not worth it to make them healthy. That's your attitude. That's your outlook. You're saying if something is old and if something is sick, put it down. But here you are at 39 years old. You're old and you're sick. Should society put you down? Would you like for society to have that same attitude about you? People who love their pets and they love them dearly, they take care of them. They don't look at age as being a deciding factor. They look at the possibility of what can I do to help them? What can I do? Is there anything I can do to make them healthy? Is there anything I can do to keep them healthy? But that's not your attitude towards your pets or yourself.
Extremely elderly.
And
In pain.
and how is she getting pain? How did she get in pain? Because of your neglect. Had you not neglected her, she wouldn't have been in the pain that she was in.
Has severe arthritis.
And you got a bad back. So what? Put you down? Should society look at you like that? Oh, she's old, she's sick, she's in pain, she's got a bad back. We know what to do with her. No. You're going to look at yourself and go, I need to go to a doctor. I need to get treated. Pets are the same. They're living beings. They deserve respect.
Urinary issues because cats get kidney disease when they're elder. This person doesn't like cats. This person, I think, has a dog, which BBJ's terrible.
You know, something else I want to point out here. So Chantal used pretty litter, which is a type of cat litter that you can buy that you can put in the box. And if you're curious that if your cat has urinary issues of that sort, the pretty litter will let you know, because when the cat pees in the cat litter, it will turn colors. Chantal mentioned a while ago that when BBJ was peeing in the box, that the litter was turning blue, which is a serious sign they need to go to the vet. So she had the pretty litter, and the pretty litter was letting her know that there were issues, and she still, even by seeing that, she didn't do something.
Terrified of. So in this video I posted, I'm glad someone caught that, the clip, because I can use that against her if I need to legally. Because people are saying you didn't take the time to fully investigate the person you rehomed BBJ to. I did the best I could.
No, you didn't. As a matter of fact, this person, Amy Flowers, in the text conversations, like in the conversations that she had with Chantal, she told Chantal she was bedridden. She said, I'm bedridden. So you're giving an elderly cat who needs medical care, who needs frequent vet visits, to someone who's bedridden, who might have trouble doing that. So you did not do the best you could. You didn't care. You just want to give the cat to somebody and get rid of it.
I had a lot going on in my life. I had so much to do in 1 month.
Oh, please. You sat for 3 weeks with nothing but eat and act ridiculous and do the gummies. Stop it.
And I did take the time. If you look at those receipts on the community tab, I did take the time to, you know what, my mistake, yes, I'm too trusting, because it never crossed my mind that someone would be so evil and messed up as this Amy.
I wouldn't call someone who rescues an animal evil. I would call the person who neglected the pet in the first place evil. Someone stepping forward who rescues an animal from neglect can't possibly be evil. That speaks of someone who has a really good heart. Even more so if the pet that's being rescued is not their type of pet. Meaning, if they're a dog person and they're rescuing a cat, they're not doing it because they personally prefer that kind of pet. They're doing it because it needs to be done. That speaks highly of that person. But even though they have no personal interest to own the pet, they're going to rescue them anyway and pay for their care. So screw you, Chantal.
Flowers loser to even do something like that, to trick someone elaborately, be like, fabricate all these lies to get me to rehome to her.
She outsmarted you. Get over it. Just get over it. You got outsmarted. For once your lies came back to haunt you and all the evil that you did came back to haunt you. You know what that's called? It's called karma. It's karma intervening. Karma's tired of your crap. Want to teach you a lesson that you can't go around hurting people and hurting animals and manipulating people and getting away with it. For once you didn't get away with it. Thank God. Thank goodness that BBJ is where she needs to be and with people that actually care. The worst of your evils got exposed. You can hurt yourself all you want, Chantal. Nobody can stop you. But your neglect of that pet, unforgivable.
I hate when people say, you rehomed her, it's none of your business now. Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't. It's none of your business where she is now. It's none of her business what's going on with her. You have no right to demand pictures or videos or anything of BBJ. She's not your pet anymore. So stop it. Stop trying to insist on something you have no business insisting on. Get off this subject.
Because I would have never rehomed her to this liar.
No, you never would have rehomed her, period. You want to take her to have her euthanized.
And there's why. There's no proof that BBJ is okay.
Yeah, there is. We've seen pictures. There's documented proof of her medical records. That's all that needs to be seen. She's being treated. She's fine.
No video evidence of anything.
You know why you're so desperate for FFG to post pictures or video of BBJ? Because you're desperate for content. You're looking for something to talk about or rage about to make into content because you can't come up with content on your own channel. You're stuck in a loop of the past, talking about past events and past people because your life is so void of activity and joy, you've literally got nothing to say.
The cries in that clip on my channel in the previous video I did, she sounds distressed to me. She sounds like a I need something from you, or I'm in pain. I know my cat. I've had her for 19 years? Since 2004.
You don't care about her pet. Stop acting like you were.
Do the math.
Like Foodie's been on this, campaign to clean up her image. She got Julia trying to repaint her image, trying to redo her image, try to change her image from animal neglector to I love animals so much. And look, I'm taking care of Julia and we're taking her to get her groomed, to get her nails trimmed. No matter what you do in the present, it doesn't excuse the past, especially something like that, Chantal. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at her. Okay. I want everybody to notice something. Those pictures that she's posting of BBJ, notice something? Look how old those pictures are. Look at them. You could clearly look at these pictures of the cats and tell they were taken years ago. There's nothing new here. There's nothing really recent, like right before her trip. These are all older pictures. You can tell by looking at Chantal's face over here. Look. Look at her now versus how she looks then. Older pictures. These are not pictures that were taken at the villa before her trip. And I just showed you guys pictures of the state of the villa in the Twitter post. That villa was disgusting. There was moldy food in the fridge. There was moldy food outside the fridge. There was so much trash on the floor that she once took a garden rake and raked it across her floor. There was spilled food in the bedroom. The litter boxes weren't changed. It was beyond filthy. Horrible, horrible conditions. She went through her phone and found pictures that made her look good. But notice all the pictures are old. They're very, very old.
So, I like the red beet dip. We don't know. Like, it's like the cat needs more than just going to the vet. She's elderly. She doesn't need.
Ma'am, 3 months later, and she's still going through hell. The fact that FFG has to keep taking BBJ to the vet over and over again, all of her issues aren't completely treated. They can't be treated all at once because she is an elderly cat. They have to go slow. They have to do a little bit at a time. Should tell everybody just how bad the neglect was, how severe it was. The mats were so bad, they could only shave off a little at a time because they can't put her under because of her age. She's not completely mat free. And that's not the fault of FFG. And that's not the fault of the vet. They're doing the best they can with her. They have to treat certain things a little at a time and wait for her to get healthy enough to do certain things because of her age, because of her health conditions. Yet you want video proof. You're not entitled to it, Foodie. You'll never be entitled to it. You just want content. And you want FFG to provide the content for you. Well, get off your big lazy butt and make your own content. Stop using a former pet as content or trying to. She's not your property. And when she was your property, you didn't take care of her.
A crappy collar. She doesn't like wearing collars. So you're giving her money to buy BBJ a collar she doesn't even like.
What's that your business? If the girl gang wants to give money to buy her a Gucci collar, a Gucci purse, a pair of Gucci shoes, a Gucci ranch, what is it your business and why you get mad about it? Stay out of that business, not yours.
To make the cat more miserable just to spite me? Okay. She doesn't need a huge catio.
How do you know? How do you know what she needs? You weren't concerned about her needs back in the day. You didn't care. I think it's a great idea to give her a catio. She might love it. What do you care? You never bothered to find out.
She says she buys these things, but where's the where is it? Why not show it after? Why not show the cat being happy?
Why? Because French Fry Girl said to the girl gang that she thought it was best for BBJ to be in retirement, to live her life in peace. You constantly exploited BBJ during your live stream, showing your cats, using your cats to connect with those people in your audience that were animal lovers, maybe cat lovers or pet parents. You exploited your pets. Hell, you're exploiting the pet you have now. You show Julia on camera every chance you get. You'll exploit anything for views, anything for money. FFG could show constant videos of BBJ and pictures, but she's not. She's allowing her to live her life in peace and in retirement. She showed the paperwork to show that she's been taking her to the vet. She's shown some pictures. That's really all we need to see. And nobody has the right to demand more of her.
If she shows the cat being happy and everything, but she could do that easily. Think of it this way: she doesn't like me. She's an
Ma'am, be worried about your content and nobody else's. Don't try to tell another content creator what they should do on their channel when your channel is on the decline and you do the laziest content you can get away with to make money. Focus on your own stuff. Your channel is declining, your views are in the toilet, your health sucks. I would think that takes priority over telling a content creator what they should do on their channel, don't you? Get your priorities straight.
insane liar, proven liar. Telling people her man looks like a lumberjack.
Are you mad because you don't have a lumberjack husband? You got a fake gamer husband? Well, you paid for that. You keep paying for that. Enjoy it.
It's not I'm not flexing that I have a man, but if you're gonna,
You don't have a man. You got a paid for rent a husband. That's what you got. And apparently those are really expensive because you have to buy them expensive toys.
come for me and call my man all the names in the book and come for a relationship and say it's fake, when you have an imaginary one, you need to check yourself. Just like commenting on what I eat when you don't even show yourself weighing in.
You know what? I'm gonna laugh when Salah leaves her. When he gets all the expensive toys he wants, he gets the most out of Chantal. And when she's got nothing, he leaves her. I'm gonna love that the most for her. I'm gonna love it the most. Because you have a fake relationship, Chantal. If it weren't for the money and the toys, he would not be there. You went from buying little things for him and he was happy to buying the more expensive things. You know what that tells me? He's sick of you. He's really, really sick of you. And the only way you can keep him around is to keep buying the expensive toys. And one day you might end up broke. You know what he's going to do? He's going to look at you and say, thanks for the laptop. Thanks for the iPhone. Thanks for the gaming system. Thanks for the car. I've got all I needed. I'm done.
You're on a diet journey. Okay. I swear her audience couldn't be any more blind or dumb. Really. Voila. Anyway. I asked for pictures of this person's home. I built trust with this person. Again, when you rehome, you take a chance. You never in your wildest dreams imagine.
Okay, so hold on a minute. You just said you asked for pictures of this person's home. And obviously they provided. So if the person, Amy Flowers, is the sister-in-law of her brother, that means you've seen pictures of the home. Obviously the pictures were sufficient, which means that BBJ went to a good home because you saw the home. Obviously, whatever you saw, it made you comfortable enough to give the cat to the person. So you already know she's in a good home.
That the cat is going to somebody who would fabricate such lies to get what they want, to one up me. I have your cat. She's a psychotic individual. I mean, proof it, enough said. Chicken wrap. That's good.
You know, Chantal, since you are broke on common sense, the point where you can't buy a clue, let me give you one. All this talk about FFG and BBJ, it's not going to lead to more views. It's not going to lead to more money. It's not going to lead to more super chats, especially considering the fact that you hardly go live anymore. And when you do, you're not making much money. So, what is the point of bringing this up again? Seriously, like what? Something to talk about, something to rage about. You got all that self loathing and self hate inside of you, and it's got to come out. And Salah will not let you do a full on rage about everything in a live stream. He kind of keeps you on a leash that way. By talking about BBJ and FFG, first of all, it's going to prompt people to go look around on the reaction channels, and they're going to find things that you're hiding from them. Secondly, for someone like FFG that you hate so much, all you're doing is putting more money in her pocket, you moron. I would think if you hate FFG, you would not want that to happen. But please go ahead. Feel free to talk about her and put more money in pocket. Do it. Continue to go in that loop of hate that makes no sense.
So just because I had to rehome her doesn't mean I don't care about her well-being.
You don't
And I
care.
was able to give Sam to a family friend, yes.
Oh, for any VIB that might be watching this, something that she's not going to tell you, and it happened. The person that she gave Sam to, even Sam being her favorite, his fur was so bad they had to completely shave him. And he's a long-haired cat. He was a big old fluffy boy. And he had to be completely shaved because the dander and the mats in his fur was so bad. So Sam, the male cat, the younger cat, his fur was so matted and so full of dander because she did not brush him, had to be completely shaved down, almost to the skin. BBJ was the worst off. She had the most health problems. So both of her cats were in a state of neglect. Not just one, both.
You have the zoomies. Hey. She's playing with the wire. But that's not always the case, especially with a cat like BBJ with health problems. She's elderly, you know. And you can't say she got the vet care she needed because in the communication with me and this person I was rehoming her to, I clearly said, I have a vet appointment tomorrow. I'm concerned. I want to take her. No. We'll come
So you waited until the 11th hour to be concerned. What about the 3 weeks before that?
pick her up tomorrow. We'll take her. Why so adamant about that? Because
they knew that if you had your way, you would have had her put down. That's why. That's why they didn't want you to take her to the vet, because they knew the possibility of you euthanizing her was very, very strong. That's what you wanted to do. You talked about it many times. You mentioned it many times. You made morbid jokes about it many times. Somebody who talks like that about their own pet, you can't trust them to keep the pet alive.
it got her thousands of dollars from morons, who thought it would impact my life and I would go remove myself from the internet. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And I called the police after that happened. After people took great pleasure in seeing me rage about the situation. I don't know how that's also a one-up on me. Like, people who are like this.
Yeah, you called the cops. You know what the cops told you? You have no case, and that made you more mad. That's why you got online and you raged about FFG, because you knew you were screwed.
Says more about you, honey. That's your karma.
And again, in the front part of this video, Chantal said that FFG stole her cat. If she stole her cat and she had called the cops and she had a case, she would have gotten the cat back. But since there was no thievery going on, there was nothing unlawful going on, she had no case. Why? Because she gave the cat away. And as there's video proof of that, provided by Chantal.
No matter what, I always do my thing. Always do my thing. I mind my business. I defend myself sometimes. When she has the zoomies, she makes the weirdest noises. Like, she's a great joy in our lives. Right, Julia?
I don't know about that. I mean, Julia is a very pretty, fluffy girl. She's very, very pretty cat is Julia. But in some of the mukbangs that Foodie has posted, you can clearly tell she's getting irritated with Julia. Very irritated.
BBJ is pretty much an icon in the Chantelverse. I understand people were upset I had to rehome her.
No, they were upset with you because of the neglect that you're guilty of. They were really upset. And here's the really sick, disgusting thing about you. Not only did you bring the cats on camera and exploit them for views, to connect with people in the audience that loved animals and loved pets and had pets of their own. But then after that, when you got into Natter and that became your main focus and your main concern, and you started neglecting your pets and making them live in filth, making them be neglected, you used that to try to make money. You knew people were concerned about the cats. They were always asking about them. And you and your sick, disgusting, twisted, evil mind, you use that to your negative advantage. You use the fact that people were worried and concerned and stressed out about your pets to keep them tuning in to watch you. And so you let them live that way, knowing that everybody was concerned, and you never fixed it. As a matter of fact, you did a live stream, you monster, where you said out loud, I'm not going to take my cats to the vet because it pisses off my haters. Your words. So despite people online that you've never even seen and will never ever see, you would neglect your pets. And you did neglect your pets. That's how much spiting people meant to you, that you were going to let your pets suffer for as long as possible. You were exploiting the worry and concern and the stress of other people for some kind of gain. That's how sick and disgusting you are.
And yes, it was for a man. This is not just my man, this is my husband, okay? And I moved across the world. If I could take them with me, I would. I still want to take Sam, but I'm not sure.
You're not going to get Sam back. You surrendered him. And whoever the person is that has him, they're not going to put all kinds of money into his care just to give the cat back. No, ma'am.
I'm still torn on that. What's best for him? BBJ definitely can't come. They don't even let pets who are sick like that.
Just to calm everybody down, just so you know, for her to bring Sam to Kuwait, she'd have to go through a lot of hurdles. You have to jump a lot of hurdles, a lot of paperwork, tests, and all that. It would cost thousands of dollars and would take a lot of time. She's never going to get Sam back.
Travel. Silly girl. Julia reminds me of BBJ so much.
Another confession. Another confession. So a lot of people have remarked that Julia looks a lot like BBJ. And that's probably why she chose Julia. Because she looks like BBJ. She's trying to trigger people because she has a cat that looks like BBJ. So you deliberately chose a cat that looked a lot like your former pet.
You guys have seen my videos. I don't know how people who watched me from the beginning can say I didn't love those cats
You did.
immensely when they were in all my videos. BBJ was behind me all the time. I called her sweetest angel of the 800th degree. And just because an oversight of her nails? Really?
There was more going on than just the nails. That list of things that were wrong was long, Chantal. It wasn't just one thing, it was many.
It's ignorant on my part because wasn't really doing the best care for like the elderly cat that she needed, especially at the end. Sure. But to purposely hurt her, never. And animal control came like 3 times.
Yeah, they did. Think about that. Animal control are not vets. They can't do a full checkup. Therefore, they can't see everything that's wrong. All they can do is walk in a home, make sure the house is clean, they've got sufficient food and water, and that's pretty much it. That's all they're allowed to do. And there were times when animal control would come to the door and Pete's wouldn't even answer the door. When the time that they did come, there was one visit where they told him to clean up the house because it was so filthy. But animal control can only do so much. Only a vet can take tests, do blood work, do full exams. Animal control can't do that.
I could get those records for court if there was, because I know she's going to say you're a documented animal abuser. Really?
You are. Paperwork is out there. It's been posted.
I bet you she slipped that vet a few bucks to say that on report.
Oh, please. That was something that you would do, but she hasn't done. A vet is not going to just make up some fake paperwork for some money. Are you kidding me? The lies that you tell.
I didn't see the report.
It's out there. You go to FFG's channel all the time, you pocket watcher, it's there. She showed it in a live stream. It's there. I didn't see it. Yes, you did.
Again, I had an appointment to take her.
Saying you're going to do something and actually doing it are two different things. You were home for 3 weeks. You did nothing. Nothing.
But how can she sit there and say I saved her from euthanasia? You got your mouse! Oh my god, she's so cute. From euthanasia, when she euthanized 2 dogs.
Don't do that. Don't bring that up. That has nothing to do with BBJ. The circumstances of her putting down her dogs are different than you wanting to put down your cat. She put down her dogs because that was a last resort. There was nothing she could do. You were wanting to put down your cat just because you wanted to hide the neglect. Those are completely different circumstances, Chantal.
And the other one, I'd like to see the vet records for Maggie. I really would. Why was she euthanized?
You know what? Go fuck yourself. I want to see the vet records of somebody else's pet that has passed away. You're not entitled to that. And you're especially not entitled to that, since if you did see that, you would use it to cause further hurt in somebody. They've already gone through the mourning and grieving process, and I promise you they're still going through it. So shut up, Chantal. You're all about exploiting your pain and the pain of others. And you're not entitled to that. You're not entitled to somebody else's mourning and grief, ma'am, at all. You got a sick, twisted mind. You get off on the pain of others. You enjoy the pain of others. You're not entitled to that. Back off.
He's a liar. Anyway, I'm not going to focus any more attention on her. I've said this ad nauseum, all these things. Oh my god, why are you still talking about it? This is Foodie Beauty Channel, my life.
Yeah, but you're not talking about your life. You're talking about the life of another living thing, which you have no business talking about. You're not talking about yourself. Probably because there's nothing to talk about. What are we talking about here with Foodie? A woman who sits down in front of the camera exploiting her own eating disorder, something that she's been doing for years. And YouTube should never have allowed, but they did anyway. That's what we're talking about. You could have went out and sought treatment for your problem, solved your problem, gotten healthy, lived your life, traveling the world with Salah or whoever. But you chose to exploit your own eating disorder and cater to the fucking feeders. And so you've arrived at the point where you are now. And that's why no one should feel sorry for you. Because you put yourself in the position that you're in. This is your life, right? So talk about your life. Stop talking about animals that no longer belong to you. Thank God.
BBJ was a part of my channel and my life for many years. Always happy and healthy.
Yeah, until you got wrapped around Natter and the party favors and you started to act stupid. Once you took the focus off your pets and put it on men, everything started to go to crap. Everything started to go in the toilet. That's when everything changed. That's when it all went on the decline. That's when you started to grab at things and make them into subjects for conversation. You exploited those subjects. You triggered people all over the place. That's when everything started to really decline for you, Chantal, and it's been going downhill since.
It doesn't, you don't need a lawyer, by the way. To take someone to civil small claims court. I'll need to be in Canada.
Yeah, good luck getting there.
So maybe I'll have to make a trip at some point. Maybe around Christmas. If I can. I have so much proof.
Oh, yeah? Then show it. Where's the receipts? Where's the proof? Show us some receipts. Anything, everything, vet records. Show us. We want to see. Show it to us. You know why you haven't shown anything yet? Because you got nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. You're looking for gotcha moments. If you had proof and you provided it, maybe that might be a gotcha moment. You got nothing. You got nothing at all.
Get your mouse! She's carrying it around with it in her mouth. Do I hear cats outside? She hears cats mating. No. Julia. Oh my God. Did you see the mouse in her mouth? Julia! Bring me your mouse. There's so much evidence in your videos alone of you going real life with me. My fashion show.
The fashion show was a public event. It wasn't private. So Frenchie did not crash anything. And Chantal, you got on your channel long ago and you were very happy to talk about the fashion show. You put it out there. You probably went to the fashion designer and said, I'm a big YouTuber. And toted up the fact that you had a big channel on YouTube and put out the impression that by you being part of the fashion show, they might get a lot more people just because you're a YouTube celebrity. So you told everybody about the fashion show. And as I understand it, there weren't that many people there. So you opened your big mouth when you shouldn't have. That's on you.
putting pictures of my family. I have all those screenshots, by the way, of my mother's house. Just being a total creep. Total creep. Your entire channel is evidence against you. I'm just waiting for YouTube to see it.
What are they going to see? Somebody following the rules? Fair use and transforming your content. Chantal, if you could have done something by now, you would have done it. But there's nothing you can do. And you're mad about that too.
My YouTube manager never got back to me. They're useless. I've had, I think, 3 different managers switch.
You know, a YouTube manager, they just give you tips and tricks, whatever advice about how to get more views and whatnot. But they're not someone that she can contact and say, get rid of this person. That's not what a YouTube manager is. She's looking for someone to get rid of FFG, and nobody's going to get rid of FFG for her. No one's going to do the dirty work for her.
Oh my god, she put the mouse on my leg. Go get it! Where it was already documented and known that she had arthritis and kidney issues. There's so many things. I'm not going to discuss the whole thing, but hi. Even if she shows BBJ now, it will be like, we don't know how she lives the majority of the time. I don't trust her at all.
I do. I trust her. I trust her family. I don't even know them, never seen them, never talked to them. But what I've seen so far has made me feel like she's in a better place. And from what I've seen of you and how you treat animals, I wouldn't trust you with a fly. You're a neglectful person with animals.
So that's all I want to say. Anything else I do? Yeah, anything else? Forget it.
So we're like at 23 minutes, not even 24 minutes this video. This video was 31 minutes long. She's pretty much done talking, but she's going to continue to let this video run just to make it a bit longer. You know, she's dragging it out on purpose for more Google AdSense money.
Maybe once I get signed up for whatever meal plan I choose.
What are the meal plans going to do if you eat one semi-healthy meal, but then after the camera's turned off, you're binging? How does that help? You're still eating stuff that you really shouldn't be eating. And if you think you're going to fool Salah forever doing this crap, it's not going to work. Because the more you eat, the more you overeat, the more you're going to gain, the more he's going to notice, and the more he's going to figure out you're lying. If you made some sort of promise to Salah that you're going to get healthy, you're going to lose weight, and you're acting like you're doing it, but you're not really doing it, eventually your lie is going to get found out. So if you're on a health journey, then make it a journey. Go somewhere, do something with it. A journey entails you're going forward, you're doing something. But if you're doing nothing, you're not really on a journey. You're just faking being on a journey.
They deliver it. I can start.
And I already know you're going to fail with this because food is still your content. Someone with an eating disorder, someone with BED should not be using food as their content, Period. Full stop. You got a problem with food, the last thing you should be doing is using food as your content and eating on camera. Should not be happening. So if you really want to change yourself, you wouldn't be doing this crap right here, right now. And in the front part of this video, you confess that, yeah, you'll eat this healthy stuff. You won't like it too terribly much. And then after the camera's turned off, you're like, oh, I overate. I had a bad moment. Yeah, I know what that means. I know exactly what that means, Chantal. Someone who's been there, you can't lie to them. Someone who is there cannot lie to somebody who's been there before. You can't lie to one of your own. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Got it? Your health is your choice. It's your life. Do as you will. But you're never going to get anywhere as long as you keep lying to yourself. And as long as you keep reaching into the past, pulling out old shit that nobody wants to hear about anymore, and trying to exploit it for views and for attention, that ain't working either. All the stuff that you've been doing, it's overplayed. It's overdone. Change your life and move the fuck on. It's time to move it along. Stop talking about FFG. Stop talking about BBJ. Stop talking about Sam. That's in the past now. Move it along. This is stupid.
And go from there. I'm sorry, people are disappointed. I'm not giving up.
You have given up. You have. You got an attitude of, I quit. I've surrendered. You're not wanting to fight for anything.
I'm just having a hard time. I'm going to be looking into more help, more what's available.
Why don't you start with therapy? I showed 2 days ago on my React, there's free therapy out there. How can you argue with free? It costs you nothing. You want to help yourself, start with that.
Some of these services have diet coaches.
Okay, she's pretty much done. She's just dragging it out. You know, like looking at the clock and saying, how long is the video? Is it 20 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? Can I monetize this? That's pretty much her thinking. That's how desperate she's become. She used to do hours of live streams. Now she's cut it down to the bare basic minimum just to get monetized. Let's go on to the comments. Withered says, I've never seen one person quit so many things in 1 week span. Right. That's why she needs to go to inpatient. She'd be around people that would tell her no, that would not give in to her temper tantrums and her manipulation. She could manipulate those people. She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to go for what would make her better. She's all about exploiting her pain and everybody else's pain for profit. The walking wounded. Cherry says, how about canceling the holiday and using the money to book yourself into a weight loss clinic? Yeah, that'd be a great idea, Cherry. But actually, you know what? On second thought, it would not be a good idea because she needs something beyond weight loss. She needs inpatient with therapy. Someone and people that can stop her from indulging. She needs something that specializes in what's wrong with her because it's more than just the pounds. She's got issues with food in her head. And weight loss programs are all about just the pounds only. They don't have therapists and psychotherapists and psychiatrists that can really get into the hard work of resolving those issues. Escaping reality says, with respect, Chantal, why are you constantly saying to us sorry for disappointing us when really the only person you are cheating is yourself? You have to own the fact you aren't ready. And I'm sure there'll be a time when you are and you will give us it your all. Trust me when I say there's absolutely no miracle diet. Been dieting since I was 14. Well, she needs more than a diet. And when she lies to all of you and that are her audience members, you're right. The only person she's really doing the most damage to is herself. April says, "You need more time. Girl, you've had almost 40 years." Yeah, it's been years. She could have fixed herself well before now. She just doesn't really want to. She's not really committed to fixing her hurt. She's into exploiting it for profit. Uh, Drake says, "Get rid of the snack food so you won't be tempted." She never will. If it's in the house, it's too close. And either she brings it in the house or Salah does. And Salah needs to make up his mind whether he wants her to lose weight or not. Because when you enable somebody, you're hurting that, aren't you? You want her to lose weight, Salah, but yet you're the idiot bringing that food in the house. If you didn't bring it, it wouldn't be there. She couldn't eat it. So he's contributing to the problem, not helping it. How is that a diet from the only Texas Ninja? How is that a diet? 3 meals and a snack? I think she's getting all the food at once and eating it at once. Taking the attitude of, I got to eat diet food, so let's just get it over with rather than spacing it out like she should. RR says, "Can we get some new content?" I'm sure you guys would love it, but she's never going to give it to you. It's the same old crap every day, every single day. Let's see. Oh, I lost the comment I was looking for. All right. You know what? We're already at 2 hours for this react. I'm going to cut it off here. Sorry, I lost my temper a little bit. Just the lies she tells. It's irritating. Very, very irritating. That this repetition of her talking about the same old subjects over and over gets on your nerves. And I'm sorry for those of you that are interested in the foodie beauty content on my channel. Maybe you get bored about hearing this about the same old stuff over and over. Trust me, I don't like it either. I wish that she would move on and talk about different stuff. I get tired as a reactor talking about the same old stuff. But Chantal is stuck in this loop of talking about things from the past because she's got nothing going on in the present. She's not going anywhere. She's not doing anything. I would love to talk about new stuff with her, but she's put herself in a position where she can't do anything. She can't go anywhere. So she does her live streams, she does her content. It's the same old stuff all the time. So if you get tired of the repetition, sorry about that, but I won't take 100% of the responsibility. I talk about what Chantal talks about. And unfortunately, it's the same old crap. So my apologies for any repetition that goes on now or in the future. But hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and please have a good day. Bye bye.